It's the one and only Blazer Flair. Woo!
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Zab Super Duo, 6 out Champion World. I'm giving a big shout out to my home team, Heavy Bag TV. You heard? Keep it live.
This is Showtime Sean Porter, and you are watching Heavy Bag Boxing.
Teach your man how to squabble.
You too. Yeah. Back like we never left. What up, YouTube? Big T.O. Heavy Bag TV. Man, get your big goofy ass in here and hit the bag. I'll be back. Shout out to my geyser over here. RC the co-host.
What's good? What's good?
What's happening? Big weekend.
Big weekend, big day, a lot of stuff going on, man. But hey, we rocking like a cut off stock. You heard?
For sure. Great weekend of boxing for most of us. Hopefully everybody enjoyed. RC, how was your weekend, man? Great, crazy weekend for you.
Man, man, let me tell you something. My weekend included started Thursday, set up for the fight, took a flight to Louisiana, came back Saturday afternoon, worked the fight, Sunday tore down the fight, Sunday, dog, and it's still rolling, man. I'm here for a hot, solid hour because I just got information. I got to go pick up my youngest son from soccer practice.
Man.
But look, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm gonna let y'all know when I break out.
The weekend is spilt over. You feel me?
Man, bro, it's been busy, bro. It's been busy.
For sure. With that being said, man, me and my son had incredible weekend enjoying each other's company, man. Like I say, he's 6 now, and he is gravitating towards boxing. So Saturday night, he set up with, bro, he almost made it to the end of the Ryan Garcia fight. He fell asleep with I think he fell asleep in like the 7th. So I was so proud of him.
Shout out to him, bro.
For sure. Shout out Lil Q, man. All right, man, let's do it. Let's jump right into it. Hot topics, baby. Yes, sir. All right. Huge card on Saturday night. Of course, the ring card, you had Ryan Garcia and Mario Barrios as the headliners. But leading up to that fight, when everybody started watching, shout out Beck the Bully, though. That was a good fight, too. I don't know if you got to catch that one, honestly. But Beck the Bully was back versus somebody he probably didn't want to fight. Come to find out, he didn't want to fight. And I forgot who wasn't available. But, of course, Beck, we've seen Beck the Bully, the Olympian. That type of skill set he brings to the ring is crazy, and he had a great KO. But for most, we started watching around this fight right here. And that was the Frank the Ghost Martin and Nair Albright fight, right? Super good fight. Definitely enjoyed this one. And like I told people leading up to this fight and on Wednesday, our last show last week, don't be surprised if Nair Albright got the upset. That was actually my pick. If you can remember, Rob, I picked Nair Albright for the upset.
We sure did.
But he was able to battle Frank the Ghost Martin to a draw. And for the simple fact that he was able to hurt Martin, I think at least twice in this fight, definitely a visible hurt in that 12th round. I wouldn't have been mad if he gotten the nod, but it was definitely a close fight. Did you get to catch this one at all?
Where was I? No, I was still in the back. I was in the back doing change on. I was still in the back. I didn't get to watch.
Nair Albright with that kind of awkward style. But on top of that, it's some intelligence behind it. Not a lot of pop, only 7 KOs. He was able to utilize that to an extent and use his range as well from the outside. When it was from the outside, it was all Nair Albright, in my opinion. And on the inside, Frank, with those fast hands, he was able to get off some offense for sure. But it came those middle rounds. Early rounds, Nair Albright was doing his thing. Those middle rounds, it was more Frank. You could see the conditioning probably a little bit better on Frank Martin's part as well. Late down the stretch, Frank gave you the look like he was in more physical condition. But Nair Albright, I don't know where he was getting his energy from, right? At one point in around the ninth round, he looked like he was dead tired. And then he would have these surges. Those middle rounds for me, though, it was leaning more towards Martin. And then you got to where you almost felt like it was a dead heat, right? It was equal. And for me, the championship rounds, it was only a 10-rounder, but the 9th and 10th round for me, Nair Albright kind of separated himself just a little bit. And when I tell you, you got to go back and watch this fight. This shit was close. And I kept saying, listen, for somebody to come in there and give Keyshawn Davis all he could handle, even though it was a definitive win for Keyshawn, I knew that he presented a style that could give Frank Martin some problems. And that's exactly what he did. I wish you had watched this fight, man, because I would have loved your input on this one. But everybody's calling for them to run it back, right? They asked in the post-ring interview would they like for them to run it back. Everybody went crazy. I do believe that this one deserves a rematch for sure. And for a lot of people, this fight right here may have taken and stole the show that night. Definitely a good fight. Shout out to Nair Albright, man. He's one of those guys, RC, that just hasn't gotten the looks and the opportunities that some of these bigger names, especially coming. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta blame that on the push, bro. He need a machine.
Yeah, but and it's a way, and sometimes it's a way you come into the sport as well. When you only got 7 KOs, if you ain't knocking everything out, a lot of the times people ain't gonna take notice, but somebody is gonna take notice to an Olympian or a well-versed amateur, which he was neither. You know what I'm saying? So unfortunately for Nair Albright, he just didn't have anything in the beginning of his career to kind of stand out for promoters to want to give him that push. But he's certainly has made a name for himself now, again, with really a good loss. And I hate to say that it is a good loss, but it was a good loss in my opinion to Keyshawn Davis, which ended up didn't even count him because Keyshawn popped positive for I think it was the weed.
Yeah, that was the one in Texas, on the one outside of Houston. Right. I remember that.
And he had the big win over undefeated Kelvin Davis, the bigger brother of Keyshawn Davis, and now a draw with Frank Martin. Hey, Nair Albright is a player, and he definitely deserves this rematch for sure.
Well, I can't take too much of his shine because he did end up on a ring card. I mean, that's an accomplishment in itself.
Right, and you actually called that too. You initially you said it was going to be versus Keyshawn Davis, but I think they found a better opponent, a more challenging opponent for Keyshawn and the Jermaine Ortiz. But they did find somewhere else to place Nair Albright.
Yeah, he was in talks with Turkey ever since December, and like I said, the initial talks were for Turkey did want him on a card. It was just where he was going to place him, either with a Keyshawn Davis or find another spot with him in the next ring card, which they did against Mr. Frank.
For sure. All right, if you with us, man, smash that like button at least. And you can get in that comment section, man, if you hit that subscribe button, if you haven't already. But this fight right here, this really started the night for me. Of course, I watched the Beg the Bully fight, but this one here was kicking it off for sure. Oh, shout out to Amari Jones, too. That was a really good fight, as well as he's definitely about to make his presence felt at 160 pounds. I truly believe that.
Shout out to DHP.
And after
Different-handed promotions.
After Frank Martin and Nair Albright, of course, you had Gary Antoine and Andy Hiraoka. And another fight that I felt like I warned cats about. Now, you was able to catch this one, right? You saw most of this one.
I caught the part where he started with when Garrett started getting his ass handed to him, I caught it around the stick of fifth, sixth. I caught this one because that's when I came out. I came out like the middle of this one, and I'm like, and I think I text you. I was like, wait, hold up.
Yeah, and man, you know what I got to start doing? I got to start clipping my predictions and playing them for these recaps. Because I told guys, I said, listen, if you got time, go and watch some of these Andy Hiroka fights. Dude's long, and if he wanted to, he's got the style to make it complicated, where you can fight off the back foot and do that relatively good, fundamentally sound. He can punch. His last fight was versus a Barroso, got him out of there in the 9th. Somebody who comes to bring the fight in a Barroso, whether he was old or not, he was punching, and Hiroka blasted him, right? And he weathered that storm versus Gary Antoine early. And listen, let me say this for anybody who's listening who was paying attention to this fight. It was hard to give Andy Hiroka any of those early rounds. Those first 4 rounds, because Gary Antoine was fresh and he was punching. Hiroka knew that. And so he just tried to stay out of harm's way. He played the back foot the entire early part of the fight. He did not want any parts of a fresh Gary Antoine Russell. You could tell that their game plan was to drag Gary Antoine into deep waters, which is exactly what he was able to do. But those first few rounds, 4 rounds, I'm at least say, he didn't want nothing to do with Gary Antoine, so he played the back foot. And for me, it was extremely hard to give him any of those rounds. He tried to clinch Gary when he did make a move to get on the inside. When Gary was on the inside, he would shoe shine and get off on the inside. So he just completely outworked Andy Hiroka in those first 4 rounds, and that's why I gave all of them, in my opinion, to Gary Antoine. Because there's a lot of people who are going to make the case that Hiroka won this fight, if not fought to a draw. But my thing is, if you was giving him any of those first 4 to 5 rounds, you lying to yourself, because all he did was stay out of harm's way. He ran. That fresh Gary Antoine had that nigga shook. And I couldn't blame him. But I also thought it was a really smart game plans, because he started to kind of fill Gary out in those middle rounds and start, you know what I'm saying, implementing some offense, right? And by the time, like RC said, when he picked up the fight, 6th, 7th, 8th rounds, Gary Antoine had, you know, that you could tell that tank was half empty.
No, we call it he ran out of amateur gas. That's what we call it.
He ran out of that amateur gas.
Yes, indeed. You're in the professionals now, partner.
That's it. That's when Hiroka was able to start to come on. And the body shots, even though there was a couple of low blows in there, and these low blows did warrant the point deduction. I believe he got, I can't remember what round it was, maybe the 8th or 9th.
I think 8th. I think it was the 8th, if I'm not mistaken. Because I was watching during that.
But those body shots were fire. I'm talking about they was landing and they was loud. They was on point. All of his shots, he stood on them, right? He sat down on most of those shots he was giving Gary Antoine. Crazy accuracy from Hiroka. And then by the time the championship rounds rolled around, by the time the end of the fight rolled around, it was Hiroka on the front foot hunting Gary Antoine ass down, right? So I could see from certain optics where people could say that Hiroka may have even won this fight or fought this fight to a draw or a valiant effort, and that's what I thought it was. But it was just almost impossible for me to give him any of those early rounds because he was just so gun shy, so afraid of a fresh Gary Antoine. So I really didn't agree with none of the scorecards, and I don't know if you caught those scorecards, but they all had them pretty wide for Gary Antoine. I want to say it was like 117, 111, 116, 112.
116, 112, yep.
Yeah. And on my personal card, I had it 115, 113 for Gary Antoine because Hiroka really did start a massive comeback, and I couldn't neglect those body shots later on in that fight. And he just looked like the fresher fighter on his way to a victory. If this was a 15-rounder, God knows what could have happened. But Gary Antoine Russell showed some championship heart at the end of the day. But I do agree with you, RC, and I agree with Shakur Stevenson, who made the analysis during the fight or after the fight that Gary Antoine was more of an amateur 8-round fighter. He said himself he just didn't think right now Gary Antoine was a 12-round fighter, right? And I think that's what we saw. Is that what you saw at the end?
Man, definitely. Like I said, man, he turns his punches over like a professional. He conducts himself in a professional. He just still on that 1 minute, 2 minute round amateur level. Like I said, and you know what it is? I'm not going to so much blame Gary Antoine Russell. You got to blame the activity at this point. You must have a consistent career or a consistent wave to develop the professional stamina. You get what I'm saying? He just don't. He's not consistent enough. He's really
and he still got some growing to do. Still a young fighter. I think this makes him 19-1 now, 18 or 19-1 now.
Correct.
Just some growing to do. And from what I saw, man, you just need more road work. You need more road work, and you got to pace yourself with that power early on. He was trying his best to really hurt Hiroka in those early rounds, and nothing got home. Hiroka just would not let him get close enough to do anything. And you got to pace yourself, young fella. You have to carry. If you got power, you need to be able to carry that power for 12 rounds. And that's what I think we didn't see from him. I think around the 6th round, 7th round, in my opinion, I just knew he wasn't going to get the knockout. I was like, okay, well, his chances of knocking Hiroka out is over with now. I don't see him being able to land those big shots like he could in the first 4 rounds to hurt him. All right. Real quick in the chat, what up, Punch? Shelton is in the building. Hey, Jab Queen joining us. What up, Jab? What's happening, baby? Good fight, though. Good fight, and I do believe the right man won. Again, I just couldn't see Hiroka winning any of those early rounds. You can't win those early rounds on the back foot, scared to engage, and allowing him to get inside and shoot shine and get off that inside attack. And you're not really returning fire. I just couldn't see it, for sure. All right, KP in the building. What up, boy? What's up? Yeah, Sersky. All right, now, unfortunately, with the inside information from 01 RC, my guy Rob.
Don't call it inside. Because I'm always outside.
You mentioned the weight of Richardson Hitchens, and I was like, maybe he was just seeing things, and Richardson Hitchens going to get in there, he's going to perform, and maybe he'll put Duarte away. Hopefully we get a good fight. But you, my brother, you was absolutely right. You warned us at the end of the show on Wednesday that Richardson Hitchens didn't look good. He looked a little bit depleted, and there could be a weight issue. And
I want to say my words were, he was struggling with this weight cut.
Okay, there we go. And that was accurate. At the end of the day, that was extremely, extremely accurate. And come to find out, he could not make the fight. Richardson Hitchens was, I guess, forced to kind of, to pull out of this fight due to some sort of illness is what they reported. And we could not get the Hitchens versus Duarte fight, which is one I was definitely looking forward to. And that was the co-main event. So what's next for Hitchens now, though, man? He's got 147.
Right? 147. Yeah. Come on.
Well,
stop the bullshit.
As well. And I hate that for Gary Antoine, right? Because here you have a guy that you beat 4 times in the amateurs. He has a title. You have a title. Both of y'all been sitting at 40 for a little minute now, and you don't get to run that fade. And
man, that goddamn title about to be vacant around this point.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Shout out to Richard Henderson, man, and his whole team. Shout out to them, man. They showed nothing but love all week last week. Shout out to them.
Yeah. And
Little Africa in the building.
According to Duarte, they met up at the IBF second weigh-in, the 10-pound joint.
He made it. Yeah, he made it.
Said he made it, right?
He did. He made it. He made it.
But we just don't know, exactly what transpired then. And I haven't seen any interviews asking him what happened. So I would love to know what happened.
No, it wasn't no interview.
He was ill.
Let me stop. It wasn't no interviews out. I know what happened, but we're going to say that for later.
Okay. All right. Well, give it to us in the corner. For sure. All right. Now, my girl, y'all can never make me hate her. Sunday night, before we get to the meat and bones in the main event, you could never make me hate her. According to Shakur, she's the greatest ever. And let me see, I think I got a little clip for him. Yeah, here we go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Clarissa Shields, Franchon Cruz DeZern, Sunday night, and it was a banger, man. I truly enjoyed that fight, and I'm gonna keep it real. I don't know if you said you was gonna watch the Clarissa Shields fight, wifey.
Yeah, we watched.
If Franchon Cruz was in some kind of real shape, I really think she could give Clarissa some real problems. But the problem is she's just not in very good shape. You're sloppy, ma'am, and but you got the skills. She got the skills, bro. Franchon Cruz has got. I think so, bro. When she was fighting behind that jab and loading up on that right hand, if she was in shape, like if she had wind, if she, you know what I mean, she could do so much more with Clarissa Shields. But because she's just not in the tip-top shape that Clarissa comes in, it's hard to get that shit off.
But it seemed like every time she went up there to engage, it's like, because at times of that fight, I watched that whole fight. It seemed like Franchon started windmilling at one time. Did you catch that?
Well,
I mean,
when you tired, sometimes that's what you tend to do. You woof. You start missing punches by 3 feet and all of that shit. But if you look at that first 2 rounds, the first two rounds,
yes,
she was, you know what I mean? She was in there.
She was feeling it.
It looked interesting, nigga. You know what I mean? It looked really interesting. But because, you're not on that level as far as conditioning as Clarissa Shields, bro, you know what I mean? That's going to always be a handicap when you in there with a tip-top shape athlete like in a GWOAT, like a Clarissa Shields. So that's the difference for me. Other than that, the hand speed as well is just completely apparent. I just don't know, like when you think about the female boxing game, who are you even giving a shot at beating Clarissa, man? Because she checks all the boxing.
Yes.
I mean, all the boxes, whether it's the conditioning, whether it's the hand speed, whether it's the accuracy. Who? How?
I like Shadija Green, but this is my thing with Shadija Green. It's the stamina. It's the what we speak about Franchon Cruz. Shadija Green usually lacks off towards the middle to the end of the fight. Yeah. And it's kind of concerning because you're only fighting 2 minutes, 10 rounds. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I say, I don't know the intricacies and the science in female boxing, but it just seems like Shadija Green and Franchon, but I put it like this. I would give Shadija more than 2 or 3 rounds more than Franchon put up. But I think Shadija will tail off the way Franchon did. So all Clarissa would have to do against Shadija Green is basically outlast her 5 rounds and then just go ahead and start outclassing. Just keeping it real.
And I can see that too. But I also could see Shadija Green being Danielle Perkins' all over again. You know what I'm saying? Just getting beat to the punch, wearing down, and then eventually getting caught with a big shot. And speaking of the big shot, shout out Danielle Perkins, man. She knocked your girl out with a crazy, crazy right hand that's split her shit and had, in my opinion, the knockout of the weekend. Shout out Danielle Perkins for the crazy KO. Shout out KP. He said Raquel Miller. I like that fight too. It's just, I don't know if she's
active.
I don't know if she's
last time I seen her, she just was celebrating her birthday maybe 2 weeks ago because she's from the Bay Area, San Francisco, Oakland area. She's from the Bay Area. She was celebrating and chilling. I mean, I ain't lying, man. Shout out to Raquel Miller, man. She really she's doing her thing for the businesses she have outside of boxing. I don't know, man. I would hope she would get motivated to do something, man. But I'm a real big fan of Raquel Miller.
Yeah, she might be too pretty, man. Raquel. And the ones that I really want to see versus Clarissa, they just too small. You know what I'm saying? When you think about the rest of them, they're just too small, bro. And the biggest fight in women's boxing that I think you could possibly make is a Bumgarner versus
Clarissa. Clarissa ain't gonna. Yeah, she ain't gonna.
She too small. She
already said the lowest she probably would go is 68 or 60 or something to meet Michaela Mayer. She said that's about the smallest she'll do.
That's about the smallest she could. You know what I mean? And she already got that work. That work is old and done. You know what I mean? So. But shout out to the GOAT, man. You can't make me hate Clarissa for nothing, for sure.
And man, I want to give a big shout out to Kelly Price, man, for forgetting the
that Kelly too. Yeah. She was blowing. Shout out Kelly.
Forgot the whole anthem, baby. But it's all gravy. You mixed it with the black one and the other one, but it was all gravy.
For sure. All right, man. We moving on. We gonna let's go to the casual corner. My guy Rob,
okay.
Let him up.
That's What is up? What is up, everybody, man? It's the casual corner, the time y'all all been waiting for. And this gonna be a special casual corner because I personally have a major announcement during this casual corner. Man, as y'all know, I know you hear T.O. say it all the time, oh, the insider and this and that. Man, I'm not no insider. I possess and I have something that a lot of these people don't have. I stay in Vegas. I work in Vegas. I work with these fighters, like for at least 4 hours on the Saturday. I'm just telling y'all this, man. We're going to do a little something and we're going to turn up. I got so much information, man, that you're not even going to believe. I got information from the fighters this weekend. It's not from manager, it ain't from the internet, because I don't really do internet. I really don't have time. So what we're going to do is me and Tio is going to get together on Friday, and you must be a member. So you find that member link. You join the membership because this Friday, I will be announcing Turkey Al-Rashid has secured the Allegiant Stadium for 2026 for a major, major card. And guess what? I got all the names on the card. I got the date of the card. I even got the time of the card. So, man, trust me, you want to subscribe to the membership. Look, this is coming from the same person that told you Shakur Stevenson was going to get in the ring with Ryan Garcia and they was going to have a face-off and Ryan was going to call out Shakur Stevenson. Y'all thought I was crazy, but I told y'all that on Wednesday. But guess what? I knew that Tuesday. Guess what? I'm the one told you that Richard Hitchison wasn't going struggling to make weight. It was going to be tough for him to even make the fight. I told you that on Wednesday. What happened? And on Saturday. I told you back in January on our first show, David Benavidez is already signed to be in T-Mobile Arena on May 2nd. Guess what happened? It happened. Let me tell you something. I'm not what's his name? Capital. I'm not a carpenter, as y'all say. We call him carpenter in Vegas. I'm not none of these dudes. I just live here. Shout out to Dan Raphael. Shout out to the Fright Freaks. I live here. And I'm going to tell you another little tidbit. This big card that's happening in Allegiant Stadium this year in Las Vegas will be coupled with Zuffa boxing. You heard me right. Let me tell you something. It's so much to tell you. And if you really want to know what happened to Richard Hitchison the morning after he got off that scale Saturday morning, you got to be a member. So, man, hit that link and join me, man. I'm giving you all behind the curtain Las Vegas. And that's the only way you're going to be able to get it is you got to be a member. You got to hit that link. And I got one more tidbit. And T.O. don't even know I'm adding this tidbit. If you are a member of this channel, you hit that link and pay that money every month, you can have an opportunity to get free tickets. You ain't got to give me no M&Ms. You ain't got to give me no Skittles. I'm giving away free tickets to Las Vegas boxing fights. If you had a bucket list to say, I want to go to the boxing capital of the world, I want to see a fight, guess what? Heavy Bag Boxing TV gonna put you in the building for free. You get what I'm saying? I'm not playing. We not bullshitting over here. I know what's going on. I know who fighting who. I know what's going on. I'm just being honest with you. The reason being is I get my information from the fighter, from the person that's getting their hand wrapped, from the person that's getting in the ring. So you put two and two together on how I knew Shakur was going to get in that ring and Ryan was going to call him out. And I'm going to tell you something else I'm going to be revealing on Friday in this members only chat. Guess what? Turkey Al-Rashid did a lot of business out here. We was out here this weekend. And guess what? I know it all. And I'm giving it all to you. And like I say, you get information every Friday, straight from Las Vegas, straight from the boxer's mouth, straight from management mouth, and you also get the opportunity to get in the fights for free. All you gotta do is let us know you're gonna be in Vegas because you gotta buy your own hotel, your own flight here. I ain't doing all that. You do that, you let me and T.O. know, and T.O. can tell you. All you gotta do is look at your phone, and bam, bam, there's gonna be 2 tickets on your phone, bing, and you're in the building with Rob. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you something. If you've never been to Vegas at a fight, when I say there's Bud Crawford there, on this way that's kind of big, over here is David Benavidez, over here is Earl Spence, over here is Abdullah Mason, over here is this one, over here is that one. You're gonna be knowing the boys like I know them.
That's what it is, my guys.
Get your membership. Get your membership. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't just keep giving it to you like this. I gotta make it exclusive. Make it exclusive. How much it is to get that membership, T.O.? Tell them, T.O.
Right now, because I made an error, I got to go back and change it. I think it's $2.99. I think it's $2.99, but I want to make everything 99 cents, man.
Man, you better hurry up by 99 cents because it ain't gonna last long. Because guess what? Like I said,
real quick, let me shout out the members that we do got. My guy Tyree Celestine, John out the BX.
Shout out.
Who else we got? Sean Franklin. Shout out Sean Franklin. Shout out my guy Mikey Polo King Johnson. Shout out Trevor Stewart. And shout out Mike Dunham. Appreciate all of you guys.
Shout out to all them guys. And like I said, the announcement coming today. Let me tell y'all something. You know what's crazy? One of them guys he just mentioned could have gotten Ryan versus Barrios for free because I had 4 tickets that went to the trash. Nobody took them.
Gosh almighty.
Next fight in Vegas is March 28th. Keith Thurman versus Fundora. You better get it 99. You better get it before he fix it. Because I don't think it's going to stay. If T.O. Al-Rashid is the man I know, it's going to turn into $9.99 before you know it. You better hurry up.
Be there. that
It ain't
long,
gonna be that long.
I'm
It
gonna
won't
break
be
it
that
down a
long.
little bit. Appreciate you, my guy, Rob. And listen, I can attest to this, man. It's because of this man right here that I got to be at the biggest fight that I've ever been to and seen as many 70 something thousand people at the Bud Canelo fight because of that man right there. And it was
Tickets
super
right.
dope,
Went to his phone.
crazy.
Hold on. What other fight you went to for free 99? Talk to him, Theo.
Oh, it's been a few now, man. I got to see the Virgil
Virgil
Ortiz
Ortiz and
bullshit.
Boychuk.
Yeah. So
I don't
for
care
sure,
if it's
for
Michelob
sure.
Ultra Arena Las Vegas. I don't care if it's MGM Grand Las Vegas. I don't care if it's T-Mobile Arena Las Vegas. I don't give a goddamn. This man was Allegiant Stadium Las Vegas. You
Absolutely.
better get the membership because guess what? I'm putting it all together on Fridays. And let me tell you something. I can't be wrong if I'm getting it from the fighter themselves.
Facts. Shout out Punch, man. Punch Star with that new membership to the channel. Thank you, my brother, for the support, man. RC, boy, you're on fire. All right, I know you ain't got but an hour. Let's keep it pushing. Thank you. That was RC's Corner. It's that time, man. Let's get to the main damn event.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. All right, man. Y'all boy.
Who that
is now.
Don't say King Rock.
Yeah. Y'all boy is now a champion, nigga.
Bruh.
Yeah. King Ryan Garcia is a champion. This nigga's a damn Barrios. So, Mario Barrios, Ryan Garcia, the main event on Saturday night, top of that ring card. And RC, I couldn't believe it. Ryan comes out the first 20 seconds.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It looks like he was fainting a little bit, shot off a couple jabs, and then a huge right hand over the top lands on the side of the head of Mario Barrios, sends him flying to the canvas for the early first round knockout. And I swear, I didn't think he was going to survive. Were you able to catch the entire Ryan Garcia fight?
Like I was saying, I was in a bag playing around, and all I heard was like a thunderous. And I'm like, I know this fight not over with. I ran to the front. I'm like, no, this ain't over. Then Mario Barrios got up. I was like, bro, what happened? You said put him down. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
bro, it was crazy in there, bro. Crazy.
It really was, and it shocked everybody. It definitely shocked me.
Right.
I'm eating crow today, man, because of course I picked Mario Barrios to win. And you know, I kept saying I didn't know how he would win. I kept saying all I know is more than likely he leaves that ring with his belt. But this was Ryan Garcia that. And it's hard to give him too much credit because at the end of the day, it is Mario Barrios. And maybe this is a little bit of hate. I just might be hating.
Oh, man. Hate.
Yeah, I'm going to let all this hate out.
I hate you. I don't even know you, and I hate your guts. I hope all the bad things in life happen to you and nobody else.
Nobody else but you. Yeah, nobody else but you. It might be a little bit of hate in this, report, but I just didn't think Mario Barrios showed up at all. I just didn't think, like, when you look at the game plan for Mario Barrios, there was no adjustments. You heard Goosen giving him instructions. It's like he just didn't pay Goosen's ass no mind. And I refuse to believe that Ryan Garcia is this, this is him. It's hard for me to wrap my head around that.
It's him.
It was the level of competition on Saturday night. Real quick, Jab Queen. Jab Queen in the building.
Let me tell you something. Y'all better get like these people and her, because I'm telling you, when I tell you who fight who and it's signed already and it's going to be in a Allegiant Stadium, y'all gonna lose y'all shit.
Now what was this remark you was about to make about Ryan Garcia? I need to hear that.
Hey, bro, hey, man, you gotta respect him. He's the WBC champion. He got the chain. He got the watch. Hey, man, it is what it is.
I'm hating, man.
It is what it is.
This nigga's a champion, and he got it off the back of the weakest champion that I could. Name a weaker champion than Mario Barrios, bro.
We can't name a weaker champion than Mario Barrios. We can't. We can't. You could be lying.
And this nigga picked up a little WBC new chain and shit. They put it on his nigga and all this extra goofy shit. Damn. But if I'm being real, at the end of the day, this was a professional bout versus a fighter who, to some extent, has shown us that, hey, you know what I mean, he's somewhat of a world-class level fighter. A champion at the end of the day, and you have to give credit due to some extent.
But man, I gotta say this, bro. I think I shared this with you on a phone call we had. Let me tell you something, man. I sat in T-Mobile Arena, bro, and I watched this fight. Bro, let me tell you something. And I was there for Ryan versus Tank. And we're going to say it's true. Ryan was weight drained. Ryan was depleted. But I'm going to tell you something that impressed the shit out of me. Bro, that motherfucker fast. Bro, I know everybody, oh, right, Ryan just switch it. Bro, when you see that shit in real life, I'm talking about in real life. Like, when he throw it, I don't know too many more people faster than Ryan Garcia, bro.
Everybody I keep hearing say that shit, I keep saying, well, why he want that fast versus Rolly? Why he want that fast versus Rolly?
Hey, I don't know.
So
I don't know.
Shout out to Devin Haney, who just posted up not too long ago. This nigga's off the juice. And Shakur Stevenson replied to that post saying, that's what I said the first round. Is he back on the juice? Because listen, if you look at that physique, he didn't look like that versus Rolly. He looked like that versus Devin. And now
I'm gonna say
when
this.
you see this physique, and now all of a sudden all this crazy speed is back on. Nobody talk about that nigga speed versus Rolly.
I can tell you why they made that comment. And everybody in Vegas know this. But guess what? We're going to talk about VADA testing on Friday's first members only. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about it.
Okay, word. That's what's up. All right. Definitely want to let y'all in. We're going to, I'm going to see if I can get a couple up here, and we'll talk about some more meat and bones of the main event. Let's get to it. I know we ain't got a lot of time with my guy. I see. We'll get to it. We want to hear from you.
Next caller. What up?
All right, I'm putting the link in the chat. If you got something on your mind, on your brain, and you want to come holler at us about it, or if you got a question, right, or you got something, one of these topics you want to touch on, the link is in the chat. Come on up, holler at your peoples. But yeah, man, I didn't see that, none of that shit versus a Rolly Romero. I just believe that this was just a pure somebody who just came to lay down in a Mario Barrios, man. I didn't see the effort. Could somebody please tell? And even in those later rounds, when Goosen told him, "Hey, bro, you need a knockout to win. Fuck everything else. You ain't paid me no mind this entire fight. You ain't did none of the adjustments that I told you to do other than go forward. Right now, I'm telling you, you need a knockout." This nigga came out and did the exact same thing for the last 3 rounds.
He was scared.
You ain't gonna take no chances,
bro. He was scared,
bro. But you gotta do something. Go out on your shit. You're losing the fight. Your coach is telling you you're losing the fight.
Till, let me tell you something.
You gotta do something.
No, bro. Let me tell you something. The next Ryan fight, I'm gonna invite you to come with me. I'm not lying. You need to see that boy speed in real life,
man.
Bro.
I don't want to hear that shit, man.
No, that shit. That shit real, bro.
A hater.
That's real, dog. I ain't lying. And trust me, I'm not trying to say Ryan the most skillful and all that. No. I'm saying, bro, that boy ain't bullshitting, bro.
Shout out Punch, man. A bum is a bum, man. All right, let's bring him up. My guy KT. KP is in the chat, baby. What up, KP? From KC.
Shout out to KP.
What's on your brain, my brethren?
I got a question. RC, come on, RC.
What?
Hey, RC, man. Shout out to RC, man. He a fool, bro. Hey, RC reminded me of Illinois right now from Hulu. Hey, remember Lawrence Pittsburgh said, take your drunk ass home. RC out here spreading all this propaganda. Man, Ryan Garcia is a cheat, bruh.
Hey,
Hey.
I don't know about all that. All I know is what I seen of the speed. Bro, the boy threw it from the hip. KP, he threw it from the hip. I was like, God damn.
Mario Barrios act like Ryan Garcia was Keith Thurman times 10. Get out of here, bro.
This nigga made Ryan look like Sugar Ray, bro.
No, that's not a good character.
Yeah, Ryan out there looking like he was Oscar De La Hoya from '95, dog.
Facts, bro. Facts. With no resistance. The resistance was
he just laid the belt at the man's feet. Here you go. There you go. From one WBC champion to another. Here you go. You need a belt?
Look what I found, Ryan.
Yeah,
bro. Real shit.
Golly, bro. Hey, bro. Like, look, man, it was not impressive.
I agree with you guys. I agree with y'all hardcore. Ryan is a casual, friendly fighter, but I will say this. I'm not saying he got all the skill. I ain't saying he about to run real shy from 47. Shit. Like I said, KP, when you sign up to that members on Friday, my partner, I got a date, a time, and an opponent. You gonna like
it. Man, it's man, boxing is at a bad. Yo, RC, they did just announce the Senior Bowl. I see they announced the Senior Bowl today. Did y'all see that?
Oh yeah, with Mayweather.
Yeah, the Senior Bowl. Yeah, the Senior Bowl is coming. I guess.
Now, hey, hold up, time out. I ain't got no tickets to that. That's at the Spear. That's something else.
Yeah.
That's a whole different something.
The Sphere.
That's something else. I
many do the Sphere hold?
Tickets to that one.
The icy hot grudge match.
How many do the Sphere hold?
Nah, I'm gonna tell you about the Spear. The Spear is a weird place. And they do got warnings. If you have what they call that, if you catch seizures with different lights and stuff around.
Yeah.
You cannot go in the Spear, and you got to sign a waiver before you go in the Spear, because it give a lot of people lightheadedness and a nauseating feeling, because you sitting like this in the Spear. You tilting.
Oh, you at an angle.
You're at an angle. Yeah, you're tilting forward.
It's almost like you're standing up almost. Yeah. Yeah.
So a lot of people kind of go back, but it's not helping. And crazy as this sounds, the higher you are, the worse seats or the better seats. The seats toward the front are the worst seats. The Spear is really weird, bro. Really weird.
So it's gonna fuck a bunch of old niggas up that want to go see the fight.
Yeah, it's gonna mess up. Yeah, because it was all. You gotta be 50 and up, still celebrating with Pacquiao there. Hey, bro, man, that's all bad, bro. Like that's like the Roy Jones, Bernard Hopkins fight. You know what I'm saying? When they was old, like, man, I don't want to see that. It's worse than that though, because they older.
But hey, man. It's
Roy and Mike was older at the time. Won't Mike? Mike was about
Roy 50? And Bernard. Remember Roy and Bernard?
Bernard.
Yeah. They was in their 40s, but they wasn't 48, 49, 50.
Yeah, this nigga
Floyd 49.
Yeah.
Y'all know y'all gonna watch it, you goddamn hardcores. Y'all gonna watch it.
I'm dude, that's for them.
This the way for them to give Floyd that good old loss. They about to give it to him. Boy, they about to give him that work.
They about to get to Floyd that work. Let's bring him up. Sheldon in the building. What up, boy?
Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm my man. The Spear, first of all, the Spear holds 20,000. So, and the whole damn place is a jumbotron. So, ain't a bad seat in the house.
It's not, but it's not a comfortable feeling. If you want to get what I'm saying.
Yeah, but it's good for them because
I'm gonna have to experience it.
Look, check this out, man. And RC, you know I got love for you, boy. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. If I want to see two old niggas fight, I go down to the liquor store.
I'm not pushing that fight. I'm not.
I'm not pushing it. I think it's stupid. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen though. The nostalgia fools or the youngsters that they never really seen Floyd fight, they gonna flock to it.
Yeah, they're gonna flock to it, especially with the way he promoted. Hey, Sheldon right, because it's like watching the bum fight for a sandwich, bro. This is like
two old niggas, man. Nobody wants to see that, man. It's kind of like when Roy and Mike fought. Nobody wants to see that, bro. That shit was.
Yeah.
But I want to say this, fellas, and I'm gonna dig an old one. Shout out to the man, the head honcho of the premier boxing champions. He promised Pacquiao in 2015, and you put your name on the dotted line, I'll get you a rematch with Mayweather. But goddamn, it came 10 years later. Let's shout out to Al Hagen. One time for the Al. Making good on his work.
Hey, I told you, T. This is a going out of business sale every week, bro. They put the sign up every week.
What's the trip, though? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This is the trip. The raggedy ass shit gonna do numbers too. It's gonna do numbers.
Oh yeah, it's Floyd and Pacquiao. Years later, still two huge marquee names. You're talking about two of the very most popular fighters over the last half century.
Yeah, it's just not the version that they gonna see from the highlights.
Yeah.
And you know what the worst thing that can happen is Floyd wins.
I told you that's why he's gonna lose. He's gonna lose.
Because if he wins, he may continue and try to fight one of these young dudes.
No, if he lose, they get the third fight. If he lose, they get the third fight.
No, ain't nobody watching that. Ain't nobody watching the third fight. They might watch this one, but ain't nobody watching these two old motherfuckers fight a third. Ain't nobody. Come on.
If Floyd loses, shit. There's no way in hell they don't run it back again if Floyd loses. Yeah, I mean, it's no way.
He said Floyd ain't going for that, huh?
Yeah, for sure. But
wait a minute. Stop. Let's stop the pressing.
What's that?
Stop the pressing. Hold up. What happened to the lawsuit? The $350 million lawsuit? What happened to that?
We got reports that they settled. I don't know how true that is.
RC, somebody said that they settled out of court for $20.
No, that wasn't. It was some.
That wasn't me.
I read it somewhere that they settled out of court. I don't know how true that is. We're gonna have to see about some more news about it.
We talked about it. I said they might give Floyd 20, 30 million to send him on his way. Remember that?
Yeah. But no, I gotta holler at you, Show. I gotta holler at you, Show, because
we heard about
predictions. We gotta go over your predictions for this card, right? And
okay, let's go.
You called a bunch of knockouts.
Let's go.
You called a bunch of knockouts and stoppages.
I didn't call no knockouts now. I called Hiroka stoppage. That didn't happen. Hiroka fooled me. I called a Hiroka stoppage. That didn't happen. Hiroka fooled me.
And you
I called Barrios to knock out Ryan. That was dead wrong. But I told you, and I told RC. I told you, and I told RC that Frank wasn't shit. I told y'all that.
And I believe I second down.
That was my prediction. Now you're Albright upset. He didn't get the upset, but he got the draw.
Shout out to the big fish who showed up in the building Saturday night. Shout out to the big fish.
Y'all was mad at me. I think it was you, Heavy Bad. Why you talking about Frank like that? Because Frank is trash. I told you Frank was trash.
But you know what, man? I'm always trying to give these guys some kind of credit. Y'all niggas, y'all rough on the nigga, man. I be trying to look at some of the fights that got him to this point. Because, when you become a name in a sport, it's because, you've gotten past some tests and people see like, okay, this dude's got some skills. Let's make him a name. So I just want to give him some kind of credit.
Well, he's not a bum. He's not a bum. He's just not on that level, man. He's just not.
Look at Frank, and let's look at Frank. And to be honest, let's be honest, Heavy Bad. Who did he actually beat?
For me, it was Michelle Rivera because at that time they were two really hot
Michelle
prospects.
Rivera wasn't shit.
I thought he was. I thought he was a decent.
I hear you because he looked good.
Optics, because they was in that time where it was optics, right? Neither one of them had real tests. They were the best opponents that they had fought when they fought each other. And Frank Moran watched them. He watched them, and come to find out Michelle Rivera was juicing. So I was like, all right, Frank, you know what I mean? I had to give him some credit. That's all I'm saying.
But see, the thing is this, right? And KP tell you, we say this all the time. Frank did look good. Michelle Rivera did look good against the guys they put him in with.
Exactly. But that's all
he remind me
that's
of
all we had to gauge. That's what any of these fighters.
Also,
all
remember,
you can gauge them is on what they've done until they fight real fighters.
Remember when Frank fought the Indian or Pakistani dude? That's when I knew he didn't have it. That's when I knew.
Artem, when he fought Artem?
Yeah.
Hardatunian.
Yeah. When he fought him, I said, oh, yeah, he ain't got it. He's not it. No, yeah. And then they gave him the test.
Right? You got to understand. You got to understand this, Heavy. When they building a fighter, right, when they building a fighter, they're going to put him in with a bunch of different styles, but each style they put him in with is to make him look good.
Shout out to Man Down Promotions for the bill.
Hey, listen, I understand.
They're not going to put him in there. They're not going to put him in there tough and tell him, well, no, once they build him up 18, 19 fights, like, okay, now we got to see what this dude really got.
That's the fundamentals. But again, I'm going to always give guys credit for the guys that they fought and came out victorious on. That's all.
But see, I think the thing is that Sheldon and us, and all of us on the panel, if you really look at it, what's happening is we're watching boxing devolve. And what I mean by that is the skill sets is very far and few between. You very rarely see anybody that can catch and shoot anymore. You very rarely see anybody that can roll punches and catch you after rolling the punch. Like, dude, these dudes have they're just basic. They jab, right hand, left hook. That's it.
Yeah.
And then if he got a left hook, that's all he got. He don't even know how to get to the left hook. Like this is basic. This is wild right here. Watching this is like watching the NBA now. That's what it's watching.
Right. When you listen to a Gary Russell interview, go back and look at the Mr. Gary Russell Jr. interview about 3 years ago. He told you, he said, the problem with today's boxing is this. All these guys have matchmakers. So back in, my father's day, the 90s, the 80s, the 70s, there was no matchmakers. You fought the next guy in line.
Bottom line. Yeah.
Today you have matchmakers. They make matches for these guys. So keep these guys looking good.
And there's no way 30 years ago Ryan Garcia loses to Rolly Romero a title shot and gets another one his very next fight. It don't happen that way. But
like it's just like 3 years ago.
I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you so much.
Are y'all out of here?
I will
see you tomorrow. No.
I will be back. No, it's just me. I'm just about to roll out, man. Y'all keep it going. I will be back tomorrow for the entirety of the show. I'm actually off tomorrow for the first time in a long time.
Thank you,
but I'll be back tomorrow. And like I said, one last time, man, get that membership. I'm telling you, Friday is gonna be. But let me tell you something. If I was to give you hint at what I'm gonna do Friday, I would break the goddamn internet. We'll go viral. But I ain't about to do that.
I really want to talk about all this shit right now, but I feel you, Mike. See?
99 cents. The man dropping it at 99 cents. I'm telling you, the best dollar you'd have never spent. And guess what? YouTube gonna give you change. Shout out to y'all, man. I'm out.
There you go.
God, man. I appreciate you, my brother.
Yeah, man.
For sure.
If you look at like at the big thing we had a couple years ago, the Spence Crawford deal, right? Everybody was 4 or 5 years debating, arguing, screaming, cussing each other out.
Yeah.
But if you really watch the sport, everybody knew how that fight was going to turn out because you had one guy who had came up through the divisions, fought every type of style you could dream of, seen everything in boxing by coming up through them divisions. So there was nothing going to happen for this guy that was going to shock him or surprise him. Nothing he ain't never seen before. And then you had the other guy who was over there fighting the same guy over and over and over and over again, starting with Leonard Bundu. From Leonard Bundu until he fought Crawford. The only time he had a deviation in a boxer was when he fought Sean Porter. That's the only time he fought somebody different.
Hank
Leonard Bundu. Leonard Bundy.
Okay.
He fought Leonard Bundy on NBC right after the Olympics.
Yeah.
And every fighter after that was an exact carbon copy of Leonard Bundy. All of them, except for Sean Porter. That's the only time he fought somebody different.
Mikey Garcia.
And when you fight like that, who?
Mikey Garcia.
Mikey Garcia was a 26-pounder who moved up. Come on, man.
Right. Well, I'm just saying that was a different style. He actually boxed that fight.
He could have did whatever he wanted. He could have put Mikey in his pocket if he wanted to.
Yeah, he should have stopped him.
Yeah,
I mean, come on, man. The problem is, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna shut up.
I don't think he
the problem with that is when you keep fighting the same guy over and over again, you don't learn nothing. And then you get in there with a guy like Crawford, and you look like a deer in headlights because you don't know what's coming at you.
You know what? You know what it was really like watching it. It was really like watching Trinidad Hopkins. That's what it was like, but it was worse. And reason it being it was worse is because Earl had went through all that stuff through all that time, and giving him the benefit of the doubt that he could possibly come back and still kind of win this fight, even though he took all that damage from the car and all that, the retina from Pacquiao. Remember, he was supposed to fight Pacquiao. He lost that fight because of the retina.
Yeah,
so
got the surgery.
So man, he went through a lot, but he went through all of that during a time where his promotional company wasn't trying to put him in there with Crawford. It's like they kept extending it. After Sean Porter, Sean Porter was his peak, really. If you look at it now, if you step back and look at it, Porter was his peak.
It was. I agree with that. And he knew. I think Porter's probably the best champion he beat. But they knew. PBC knew. Al knew. Bud was different. They knew that was a style that Spence never even sniffed. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I always was picking Bud, because you just knew that was just a deeper bag. He would be the one that get in there and make adjustments after he felt what Spence had, understood that he's just fundamentally sound and he's coming forward. It's nothing. I've always said that there was nothing special about the arsenal of Errol Spence, and that's why I picked Bud. You know what I mean? That's all. But yeah, you're absolutely right, man. I don't know how we got there, but you're absolutely right.
Oh, so we got there because of Frank. And because Frank got the rub from Errol, so all these people love Frank, but Frank really ain't shit, man. Frank ain't gonna be champion enough.
What'd you see in that Nair Albright Frank Martin fight? Outside of the fact that Frank just garbage, what'd you see though? Break that one down.
I saw one guy who got tired. Frank gets tired. He starts off like a house of fire, throwing the jab, moving his feet, moving his head, and around the 4th or 5th round, Frank starts to slow down.
And some of these dudes move too much, man. They move
the other guy starts to speed up.
No, they move too much in the ring. They move around too much. They don't know how to just stand there and step around the guy.
Albright,
it's like Frank can't relax, heavy bag. Like Frank don't know how to relax in the ring.
Yeah, he's carried real fast, man. He carries himself fast.
Yeah, but from what I saw, I felt like Albright ran out of gas before Frank did. Frank was still kind of tight, putting together punch combinations in those later rounds. I thought Frank had the better cardio, it was in better shape.
But Frank almost got knocked out in round 7, and Frank almost went to sleep again in round 10.
In round 10. Yep, that's facts. That's facts. But did you see anything from Nair Albright where you say, well, damn, you know what I mean? I understand.
He's tough and he's long. He got long arms. He's going to be a problem because he's tough and he's long and he knows how to box.
Yeah, that was the biggest issue for Frank, man, trying to escape that outside arsenal, all right? Because that right hand kept getting in, and he was reaching from, you know what I mean, from the back seat with that motherfucker, and he was touching him with for sure.
Punch, what you see, man? You been quiet, Punch.
Yeah, he just jumped on. What up, Punch?
You know what I mean? What's going on with y'all niggas tonight? How y'all feeling?
Good.
All right, man.
Appreciate you joining us, man. Definitely want to get your input, man. Talk to me.
All right, so I prefer said that about Albright, bro. Like that nigga's not no slouch, man. Albright's one of them boxers where you be like, bro, you probably shouldn't even fight him, man, because win or lose, this nigga's gonna be a tough ass fight, and he got the potential to beat you. Like, and I don't know if they trying to get Frank Martin a title. I look like they still trying to build that nigga up a little bit, especially after the tank loss. So to put him in there with somebody like Albright, You know what I mean? Coming off a straight up ass whooping of the Davis brother. And for real, let's keep it a buck, bro. He really gave Keyshawn his toughest fight out of everybody he faced so far. Like,
facts.
the dude is one of them. You know how there's just some boxers, like, he might not be winning all the time, but this nigga's gonna always be a tough fight. Why you fighting him? That's what Albright is, you know what I mean? And then on top of it, man, you getting your ass whooped by a nigga who be singing Alicia Keys songs, bro. Like, so it's like, makes you feel even worse, my nigga.
Hey, let me ask y'all this. Hold on, let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this. Do y'all think that PBC was just trying to see what Frank really got by putting him in there with Albright so they can let him move on to the ring cards or something?
I mean, PBC or Arrow, because like Arrow really is promoter, so maybe Arrow was like,
yeah, Arrow's
really
his promoter. Arrow is
like,
his promoter, yes.
So
Errol Spence is his promoter.
Maybe that's what that was, and from what I seen, like, bro, long range fighters or power punchers are gonna always be a kryptonite for Frank Martin, bro. So yeah, I don't see him going too far in the sport, man. To be honest,
I thought it was strategic.
He got good skills, bro, but you can see his kryptonite early. Like, you know what I mean? Tank was in there with the inside, you know what I mean, power punching, and Albright with the long range shit. He was getting caught, bro. It's like, man, yeah, nigga, nah, you ain't gonna.
But if y'all remember though, if y'all remember who his trainer was, they was not catching punches like that, and they was not moving their head off the line. Yeah. They head stay on the line, bro.
Facts.
Don't blame him. Don't do Derek like that, KP. KP, don't do that.
I mean, let's keep it.
You want me to lie?
Derek,
you want me to lie?
Two-time trainer of the year to losing everybody. He lost Anthony Joshua, Errol Spence, Jamel Charlo, like Ryan Garcia, bro. He's a basic.
Jamel Charlo, no, Punch, don't do that.
You know what
Jamel
I mean?
Charlo lost himself,
really
bro. Jamel Charlo lost himself, bro. When you run from a 5'7" Mexican, and they ain't nobody fucking with you, bro.
Yeah, you can't blame that on Derek.
Derek James
Charlo
would have
got that check.
Derek would have stayed for that bread. You know what I mean? But Charlo moved on. He dropped.
That dude ran away, man. He running away from Derek like he ran away from Canelo. Same shit.
Everybody dropped Derek ass. I don't even know.
Yeah, if your name is Charlo in boxing right now, you just.
Oh, you know what?
I like Big Charlo still, man.
Training
Charlo, we don't know what's
Brian
going on.
Norman Jr. now. Now I think Derek James is training Brian Norman Jr. now.
So he's training Brian Norman, yeah. He's training Brian Norman.
If that's the case, it's gonna be bad, bro.
Now, as far as Gary Antoine, that fight, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Am I wrong to say it was good to see Gary Antoine get humbled?
Yes.
Like he could beat the world, bro.
It was good to get him humbled. Yes.
Like I think sometimes fighters need that. I thought Pueblo was the one to humble him, but he started way too fast, and you can see a lot of that amateur style coming out, bro. And bro, you going like that the way he was shoe shining him, bro? Man, you gassing yourself, nigga. Dude wants you to do that, man. Can't you see he's trying to drag you into deep waters? I seen that coming a mile away. And if you do, the first thing I went while I was watching the fight, because I didn't know much about Hirooka. I only watched him whoop Barroso's ass.
I told y'all.
I told y'all.
As I went back and I rewatched that fight, right? And I'm like, why he's fighting Gary Antoine? I'm just skimming through that fight. And I'm like, oh, dude starts slow. But once he starts going, bro, he really starts going. Man, he started whooping Gary Antoine's ass, but landing on Antoine the way we never seen nobody land on this nigga, bro. He took complete advantage of Antoine's style and turned the complete tide of the fight. Dude, it's gonna be dangerous if he knows how to start faster. You know what I mean? But it was an for the Gary Antoine fans who's acting like he was a world beater because he kept on hearing.
Hey, they about to run from Hirooka, dude. Nobody gonna want to fight him, y'all.
I'm gonna tell you this, man. I see why nobody wants to fight that dude. I can actually see that. Nobody wants to.
That relentless style is devastating to some people. Like most fighters can't handle a relentless style like that, and he got defense on top of it.
But at the same time, tried to tell you niggas. We tried to tell you.
You did. You did, Heavy Man. You and KP. You did.
I told you, I said this was my exact words. You got time before the fight. Go do your homework, because that's what I did. I went and looked at some Hirooka fights. If he wanted to make it a Puyo style type fight, he could, but do it better. And the length on buddy, you know what I mean? And plus he can pop. And I think all of that whole combination really made it a rough night for Gary Antoine. But let me ask y'all this, did the right man win? Because I still thought the right man won.
I thought Antoine won.
But
I don't want to fight him again.
He won.
Antoine won, but they don't want to see that kid again.
But they don't want to fight him again. Hell no, KP. They don't want to fight him.
Hell no.
Ain't gonna be no rematch.
They're gonna avoid
Ain't gonna be no rematch.
Well, Creed, what Creed say? Ain't gonna
be no rematch.
Ain't gonna be no
rematch. Gary Antoine over there don't want one. Don't want one.
And as far as Barrios, Ryan Garcia, I told you that when we talked about it before the fight.
Yeah, Punchy was absolutely right, bro.
Yeah, I was wrong on that one, man. Hey, Punchy was right. I was wrong on that.
I don't even like Ryan Garcia, but I
was wrong on that one, man.
I think I picked Barrios too.
Like,
we all picked Barrios except for Punch, man. Everybody picked Barrios except for Punch.
But man, we should have knew. We should have knew he was gonna get that. He was gonna get that belt up. Ryan probably called ice on him or something.
Like, I just thought it was funny. Everybody like all he got is the left hand, and what was he catching him with all night? The right. Like, oh, Ryan Garcia switching up his game. He's actually trying to really pay attention now and really take this shit serious. As I said, that he's dangerous when he takes it serious. When he's not taking it serious.
Well, let's see. I mean, that's good. You beat Barrios. You got the title. You the champ. Now the other dude running around there laughing at you, talking about why you didn't call me up.
You know who they gonna get next? Crocker. They gonna build up to Haney.
Yeah.
Well, now Shakur jumped in the ring, so Shakur might go up there and take that belt. So who knows?
Well,
he's not. What I saw, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. What I saw Saturday night with that shit, you're not beating Shakur or Keyshawn Davis with what I saw Saturday night. You're not beating him.
Oh no,
no, he's not. He's not.
Hell no.
I agree.
You ain't Ryan Garcia ain't beating. Listen, he beat the bummest of the bummest, weakest of the weakest champions, bro. That's why I can't put a lot of stock into this WB. Like, they really gifted Ryan this title, man. Somebody really wanted Ryan to have this title, bro.
The outcome was super predictable, Heavy. It was very predictable. And
for Shelton, myself, and KP, even though we all picked Barrios, we kind of knew.
Y'all knew.
Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We knew. We was just hoping against hope. We was hoping against hope.
Like, I wanted him. I was like, I hope the nigga lose, but he ain't, because Barrios, he's just better than him. Like, he's just better than him. Like, it was just like, it wasn't even too much to predict.
On the same note, I ain't never seen Barrios look this goddamn bad, bro. Like, he's looking horrible, but this shit was ridiculous, man. He just laid
he ain't
down.
listen to his trainer at all, bro. Is that his fault or the trainer's fault? That's one of them type of things.
You can't even blame Goosen though, because I thought Goosen was giving him solid instructions through the whole fight.
He just wasn't executing. He just wasn't executing.
And then when he told him, "Hey, bro, you need a knockout," the last 3 rounds,
that was the 9th round, bro,
or 10th round, he told this nigga straight up, "Bro, you need a knockout." This nigga came out and did the same shit for 3 rounds.
He got paid in pesos.
Ain't do nothing.
The pesos wire
so
hit,
bro. Let me ask y'all this. Does Debo throw his hat in the ring now? Oh, Debo?
Oh, yeah, that's the only fight Ryan got. Debo gonna make the fight.
I don't know. Listen, I would say, I don't think it's gonna be a good fight. I don't think Devin gonna fight him the same way. But when a nigga whoop your ass like that, he in your head.
What did y'all see what Devin posted? He posted that him and Ryan's the biggest fight in boxing. So
it is.
I think he's interested. I think
he's gonna do it.
Yeah,
if he gonna do it, he got to do it in September or May.
It got to be this year. Hell yeah.
But I think if he takes the Shakur fight, he throws himself off track again.
Ain't nobody taking those. They not fighting Shakur. None of them fighting Shakur. They ain't doing that.
With Shakur. Shakur will box his fucking head off, man. Like,
if your demographic is 19 to 40, if the demographic you're looking for is 19 to 40, he's right. That's the biggest fight in boxing for them.
Nah, well, yeah.
Right now, only fight that could be bigger than that is Benavidez and Canelo. Nothing else.
Yeah, all motherfuckers like me and KP, we don't give a fuck about that fight. I don't care nothing about it.
How old you is? KP, how old you is? KP.
What'd you say?
How old you is, KP?
42.
Oh, see, I'm 42. Me and KP right there together.
Yeah, y'all might care about it a little bit.
Niggas. I'm 44.
Yeah, I'm 60, so I'm 60, so I don't give a fuck about that fight.
What fight you talking about? The rematch with him and Haney?
Ryan, Devin. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that fight. I do not care.
I gotta be real, man. I don't really give a fuck about that fight neither, bro. Like, to be real, bro. But I think it's intriguing though. I'm gonna say it's intriguing. But if it never happened, I ain't complaining.
Yeah, I won't complain either. That ass whooping was too convincing, bro.
I ain't complaining about Ryan fighting none of these niggas. Like, I think you could pull Ryan out of the sport of boxing right now and we still be good. You know what I'm saying?
Why, Punch? Why do you care about that fight, Punch? Tell me why you care about that fight.
I don't care about that fight. I'm just saying, like, when a nigga whoop your ass like that, he's mentally in your head, bro. I don't care.
But he ain't like that because
I wouldn't fight no nigga like. If a nigga did me like that, I'm not fighting him again. I'm not.
You know why I think I don't care about the fight? Because I really believe Ryan won.
I do too.
Maybe that's what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's probably what it is too.
I understand the bullshit, but I still think the nigga won, man. You know what I mean?
Like,
I don't think an injection.
Fuck it.
I don't think an injection has anything to do with you getting hit with the same punch over and over
bro.
and
like,
over
you got hit with
and
his best punch all night, bro.
Yeah, bro.
It's hard to defend that.
Austrian or no Austrian, nigga, hold the phone.
Hold the phone, nigga.
Hold the goddamn phone, nigga. Austrian or no Austrian, hold the goddamn phone. And I hate to.
You gotta hold the phone, bro.
I don't want to lie.
You gotta hold the phone.
I don't want to lie. I'm just keeping it real. That's all.
You gotta hold the phone, bro. You gotta hold the phone. It was easy work, bro. All he had to do was stop the left hook, but he didn't. So
Rolly made it look so easy, bro. Like,
made it look easy, bro.
Why didn't Devin do that?
Now I can see now if he looked against Devin the way he looked Saturday night, where he was using the right hand, moving around the ring, stepping around, boxing. If he was doing that, okay. But all he did was walk to you, throw a left hook, and you kept getting hit with that motherfucker. That's on you. That's not on the Osterine. That's on you.
Yeah, that is. All right, fellas. For the last conversation we're gonna have before I get up out of here, we gotta do it. Mayweather, Pacquiao, it's been announced today. It got announced today, like my man KP say, the Senior Citizen Bowl. It's real, y'all. The Ring presents Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao 2. It's going down. And it's already been a little bit of trash talk from both sides. This was released where Manny Pacquiao said, listen, I want Floyd to live with one loss on his professional record and always remember who gave it to him. And Floyd said, listen, I already fought and beat Manny once. This time will be the same result. I'm gonna start with you, Shelton, man. How you feeling about this one? And does it, you know what I mean, does it move the needle for you at all?
No. No. Like I said earlier, man, if I want to see two old niggas fight, I go down to the liquor store.
Hey, who's older, Manny or Floyd? Ain't Floyd older than Manny?
Floyd 49, Manny 47.
And Manny 47, yeah.
Man, AK 47 versus San Francisco 49ers. This shit crazy.
Yeah. KP, what you thinking about this one, brother? And who you like?
I like the icy hot. Or the Ensure. The Ensure or the icy hot. That's what I got.
I can dig it. I can dig it. No real thoughts on this one, though? You don't really give a damn?
Nah, man. They trying to get a bag. They trying to steal some money from some fans, man. They don't know no better, man. I'm cool. They got all their money in their prime. If you remember, we wanted that fight in about 2007. Boy, we didn't get it to 2015, 16. They was old then.
2007. Floyd fought Oscar in 2007. So we wanted
that's when that talk started, though.
Yeah,
we wanted it around 9 and 10.
Yeah.
And when did we get it? Sure. 20 what?
15. We got it 5 years later.
And now it's 10 years after that. Man, they fought when Obama was the president. Is that right?
Yeah.
Man, come on, cuz.
Yeah, I think his last year or so, something like that.
And now I gotta do a bailout for some billionaires, for a nigga that was stunting around the car in a Bugatti all the time, and now he ain't got no money, so he want to come and tap my pocket again. Man, I'm cool. Y'all got it.
Yeah, I will be still in this fight. That's for damn sure. Punch.
Oh yeah, that's all they gonna get. Yes, a clip-dough.
All right, so
say they so heavy.
One of them situations where I look at it like
say they so heavy.
What's that?
Hey man, I agree with Heavy. It's a pirate's life for me. Oh, for sure.
Yeah. I stole the fight Saturday night, nigga. I'm not paying for none of this shit that I don't really want.
So I look at it like this. So first thing I did when this fight got announced is I looked up these niggas' net worths. All right, Manny's worth $400 million. Floyd's worth $600 million. That's their net worths right now. So I come to the question, why, bro? Because he whooped your ass so thoroughly in the first fight. Nobody ever wanted to see a rematch. There was never no clamoring for one. Nobody ever really wanted one except Manny Pacquiao fans who was mad about the outcome. I mean, he really whooped Manny's ass in the first fight. And let's keep it a bucket. This would have been 2020, maybe we'd be a little bit excited. But y'all niggas is too old. So it's just like two old washed up fighters who was the man when they fight. But now y'all, nobody care about y'all no more. Like, the sport then moved past both you niggas, and they seem to not want to accept it. So let these two old niggas get it cracking, and hopefully we won't ever gotta see them again. But it'll be hilarious if Floyd Mayweather loses, and I'll say that's what the fuck you get, bro. Because when is enough, man? How much money is enough money, bro, for both of these niggas, for real?
Yeah. And that's the way I see it, man. I think this is a robbery in progress. I think I put that on the thumbnail.
Bro, y'all know who gonna go crazy if Floyd lose? 50.
Oh shit, yeah, man. Nigga, the world's gonna go crazy if Floyd loses. But that's gonna spark another, it's gonna spark the trilogy at the end of the day. So I kinda want Floyd to win so they can put this bullshit to bed. You know what I mean? But at the same time, to be able to witness Floyd and another professional fight in my lifetime, because you got to think, man, when we dead and gone, just like the Ali's and the Sugar Ray Robinsons and all, these fights they're gonna outlive us all. You know what I mean? So everything that we get to see in our lifetime, these eras that we get to experience, we gotta be thankful, to some extent. So to be able to witness another one, I guess I'm cool with that, because I'm definitely gonna watch it. But does it move the needle for me? Does it mean anything for me other than, the fact that I'll be able to be around to watch it with my son? Nah, man. Does it do anything for the sport of boxing? I don't think so. You know what I mean? It just, it's a cash grab, man. It's a robbery that's in progress as of right now. And listen, Floyd's going to probably command at least 150. Know what I mean? To keep it a bean, it's going to be Netflix. You see it's the ring. Turkey Ala Sheik's involved. So the wallet is wide open. Manny's going to be the low man again. Maybe he makes somewhere between 75, 80 million, some shit like that. But Floyd's getting the lion's share. And like Punch say, or whoever just said that, it's the bailout, right? Floyd, if he is facing some type of monetary issues, he's about to get bailed out, because he's gonna get that plus more with everything else that comes along with it that he can count, man. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on that. All right, fellas, I'm gonna wrap this one up, man. I want to thank y'all for joining me. Shelton, you're gonna have to unmute. I think your feedback triggered the mute button, and when you get feedback, that mute button will come on.
Yeah, man. Hey, thanks for having me, bro. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure. My guys are. Thank you, Punch. Of course, Sheldon, KP from KC. Thank you guys for joining me, man. I'm gonna catch y'all for sure on the.
All right, homie.
Everybody, man, thank you for coming out and watching tonight, man. I appreciate the love and support. And again, get on that membership. We will be having the special shows on Fridays where you will be hearing directly from a Vegas insider about some of the, bro, I swear to God, I got information right now I want to say so bad, bro. It's crazy. And again, whether you like RC or not, the nigga be coming with the shit that actually happens. And I think he's proven it over and over again on this show. So salute to him. Also, those Vegas trips are real. If you into watching these fights live and you maybe want to treat yourself, to a Vegas trip and have access to a free fight, that'll be super dope. Thanks to all of the members as well, everybody who subscribed, everybody who came out to the chat. I ain't see my Aussie boys tonight, so maybe I got here a little too early. I think it's like morning time for them. Thanks everybody for joining me though, man. All right, that's all I got for y'all on this one. Big T.O. Heavy Bag. I am out of here. Peace, y'all.
out to Heavy Bag Boxing. It's the one and only Blazer Flair. Woo!
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Zach, Super 206-time champion world. I'm giving a big shout out to my home team, Heavy Bag TV. You heard? Keep it live.
This is Showtime Sean Porter. You are watching Heavy Bag Boxing.
Teach your man how to squabble.